Hey everyone, and welcome back to Remember This Tech. Today's episode we're going to be going way back. We're going to be doing an unboxing of an old system, a Commodore 64. Right here. Commodore 64 personal computer. I've got a Commodore 64 in its original box, in its original packaging, the original manual, everything. Not only that, I've got a printer, the MPS 803 printer for it, FSD2 Accelerated Plus disk drive, and we've got the Commodore 64 tape drive as well. Now, we're going to unbox this stuff first. We're going to take a quick look at it, and I'll post a few specs as I go through the systems. We're going to see if we can hook it up and see if it boots up, because I don't know if it does or not. It's a rare find to have everything intact with the original boxes, so that's why I figured some of you might have had this system back in the day. Why not take a look at it for nostalgia's sake and see if we can get it to run. Apparently they sold over 17 million of these units throughout the years, but I think that figure was exaggerated from what I read. These systems started off at maybe almost 1,000, went down to $7.99, and then eventually $3.99 and $1.99, trying to beat out the Apple IIe's and the other systems of the time. So without further ado, let's start off with the Mac Daddy, the Commodore 64. Open it up and show you what's inside. Come on, let's go! Original box here, and you can see inside the contents list: Commodore 64, personal computer, power supply, switch box, RF cable, intro guide, system guide, quick connect guide, quantum link, disk, documentation, warranty. Just tells you different things, like the quantum link lets you do messages with friends on their computers. It's like the precursor to Messenger on the internet. They had a modem in some of these, and you could, connect and do that stuff and do an encyclopedia online. I don't have the floppy version, the 3.5, but I wish I did, but I do not. This box opens weirdly. Dun dun dun. It still has its original styrofoam. And in here we have power supply. Hopefully everything's working. And then they have the RF switch box, which I'll take out and show you. This is for the old style TVs. Here's a coax adapter. This goes in the back of the Commodore, I guess. And this goes to the TV. Like things like the Intellivision system had this too. And here's a brick of a power supply, dirty. And this is, we're going to look at some of the documentation in here first. But Commodore 64 System Guide, Personal Computer, original book, Programming in Basic. It'll teach you some basic stuff, how to use a keyboard, how to get started, printing, editing and erasing command line programs, gives you basic commands. Back in the day, this was pretty awesome for a home computer, because there wasn't something like this for this affordable, Here's the intro guide for it. The fact that I have these manuals is pretty amazing. What do you do? Where do you plug this in? What does the system look like? What are these ports for? And it has the troubleshooting guides, keyboard modes, software. What software is? Software is a set of instructions, also called a program. It tells your computer just what you want it to do. In other words, software is what lets you do things with your computer. Now, I don't have any software discs yet, but maybe by the end of the video, I might. Even comes with a warranty card. Yes! Came with a 90-day warranty. And here's the DIN connection here. Here we have Commodore 64. Still in its original packaging. Like it's never been used before. Hardly, but slightly gooey and dirty. In the back has a serial number, some ventilation, and here you got some ports. Expansion port there. It's a video and a serial port. And here is RF port. And here's the expansion port for cassette. And this is the user port, I guess. And that is the Commodore 64. The tape drive here, it plugs into here. I think you can only use certain ports and peripherals at a time because you're limited to ports. But you have this here, see it's slotted, and this here, cassette of course, and it hooks right up. How nice, how nice. So, let's take a look at the disk drive, shall we? Here's the disk drive. Lightweight package. Lightweight, no, I don't think so. It's like 15 pounds. Direct drive, more quieter, compact, 30% faster. Has a 1-year warranty. Commodore compatible. This was a different unit than what came with the Commodore then. Somebody bought this like as a secondary drive and just kind of like plugged it in. So it tells you it's Commodore 64, 64, VIC-20, all the different models. It says it's truly small wonder. Well, in the box, well, a dirty, gross, needing to be cleaned disk drive. And on the back, you have the connections, the DIN connections. Let's take a cleaning to it really quick. We've got a limited warranty. And then the instruction operation manual, still sealed. I will not open this. I will not open it. And then we have more connections. And power supply for this beast. And that's it. That's what's in there. Next up is the MPS 803 Commodore printer. And you can see, look pretty interesting. Yeah. That's it. That's all there is. It's just pictures. But what's in the box? What is in the box? I don't know. Certain it's a printer. Whoa, that needs a cleaning. Here's the printer. a way to open this without breaking it. There we go. Oh wow. Looks like it has a ribbon, and the ribbon has seen better days. So you can replace the ribbon. Ribbon cartridge. Wow, that thing's huge. Let's put this back before it disintegrates. Let's put this back in its case. And let's try to get the Commodore set up. This is a new TV, but it does have coax. I'll try the coax output for the video. Alright? If it works, then we might get a signal out. So let's try that first. It's plugged in, and that system is hooked to the back. Alright, we're gonna turn on the Commodore. Maybe it will smoke. Oh, it's got power. I'm gonna try to get a signal out. Can't get a signal out right now. Okay everyone, Commodore 64, I had to improvise because I didn't have this set up over by my computer area. Power supply plugged in to the TV, an older TV that I have. And look, it lives. It is a Commodore 64 basic V2. 64K of RAM is ready. And that's it. That's how fast it boots up. I don't know any commands at all. List? Okay. What does that tell me? Nothing. It says ready. Alright, well, Commodore 64 is hooked up, and well, I'm gonna turn it on and see if I can get the floppy drive to work so I can try to play, or see if I can load some of these demo games and see if it works. Let's go. Oh, I hear noise. See if it loads, or maybe I got sold a crap disk. File not found. Ready. What does that even mean? Searching for menu, file not found, error. Really? Did I type something wrong? It's got an error. Alright, we've got one more game to test on the Commodore. We got this hole-in-one miniature golf game. And we're gonna load it up and see if it'll work. Let's put it in. Powering on. Alright, we're up and running, and it says to load the disk, I have to type in load, and I think there's parentheses and an asterisk sign. Alright, well, now or never. This is further than we got with the other disc. Oh, what? I want to adjust the camera for you all. Who knows if we're going to get sound? Who knows if we're going to get anything? But it looks like it's loading. Alright, well, this shows you the speed of this old floppy. Oh, look at this. It works. The floppy works. Commodore 64 playing a hole-in-one game. So it does work. So my final thoughts on the Commodore 64 system. Well, to me it was a rare find to have all of the system booklets and the original boxes complete. You know, that's something you really wouldn't find nowadays for a product or a system that's 42 years old. The Commodore 64 system, I didn't know what to expect. Was it going to work? Was it not going to work? The system boots up. It appears to be fine. As far as the tape drive, I didn't have any tape cassette programs to test it on. The floppy drive, it was a aftermarket one. It wasn't the original Commodore. Tested the game I had from eBay, and well, I couldn't get it to work. Whether that was the fault of the game disc being bad, that, you know, maybe it was a crap disc that I bought from eBay, I don't know. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me, revisiting a piece of history and personal computing, the Commodore 64. I hope you were able to experience some of the nostalgic aspect of it, seeing the old boxes and the system. Maybe it brought back a memory or two if you had one of these, or your friends had one of these, or you're envious of your friends that had one of these. I know we didn't have one as a kid, but hey, it's fun to see this old stuff and brings back fond memories. So thanks for watching. Remember this tech.